Prairie, and this would be the
over the head of Aaron Jones. It was James out there from Cheyenne Jahani outnumbering the American fans.
There's an attempt to, do I say this is a Clint Dempsey? Not sure he would be admired.
But is that fair to say, Peter? But
use of the crease, backing away from leg stump for 9 years, and I think in the early days
he gets one out of the screws. Get a boundary for him.
Again, it just shows how good the heave across the line. Not timed very.
That Nepal have. He can't believe he doesn't have the first wicket for 82. Thinking about the single, but they're not revving up the Nepal fans.
This one, back of the length. I gotta say, at the stumps though, you never know. Any umpire, but he got the decision in his favor.
So it's going to naturally be.
Just look at Andre's house behind the stump to pick up the ball. No interest in appeal there. He had no interest whatsoever.
Should be at least a couple. He so has to get the dive in to get back. The power play. Nepal
here at Grand Prairie Stadium here. Too short on sweep this. Very fine. Teasing that for Asif Sheikh. It was a bit too short for a
overreacted to
this far, and in his last appearance he
just went too far back of it,
pumps his fist,
and this is why Harmeet Singh free their arms to the offside. And that time have picked up wicket number 2. 6 while we wait. I want to bring that form, be important. They're running for 2 quite often, and with the long
there is protection out of deep backward squares. So
again, we mentioned that partnership. We mentioned T20 cricket, and I feel some people lose that.
Nash tried to use his feet
and get a single. Wasn't trying to go big from Kinjige, and Rattle's able to take advantage at the other end.
He's singing it long on.
Well, Gushan Jaja said, Aman Patel, what do you know? Ground as well. And he overpitched from Kinjige, but it just speaks to the power.
He counted 5 balls. I've only written. It's looking for 2, but again, on the shortly completed. 8 runs and a wicket. It's
this is the moment. These two are in Texas. This is where you're getting the hate.
For there to be a giant star with his arms as Jahangir with a brief and beats again. It's a short boundary over there,
really well there, picked up the pace and
Paldo safely. They're going to come back for 2, relay it back.
Big for that 6. It's just, again, we talked about them.
Goes to hits the stumps for a second twice. It's 93 for 4.
Pointed third man inside the ring. He's already. It's just too full. If we were talking soccer and the U.S.
Singh Irie. He's
Bro, Powell likes to do. He likes to outstanding again. Aman Patel.
A slouch either.
There for Nepal as well. The batting order, it's
that are different.
Very contrasting approaches from the two. We're here during the T20 World Cup. Shouldn't be time or not. Well, quite series thus far. And this shot, every bit better than.
Nash Kinjige read that as well. He's
things to come if Irie can get going in with it. It's 105 for 4. So Powell, 60, probably not going to be enough, is it, on what looks. Netravalkar beats me as a cricketer. Fields exceptionally well. In T20 cricket, you look at his.
Like you mentioned, his strike rate is so good in a couple of matches, but it did feel low.
Death, in fact, in one of the games, I think he was in with only for Nepal. But I very much into his work. These two are innovation. It's not going to be 6, but it will be 4. He sees fine leg up in the circle.
Bit of bat on it. He's just cut one. There again, 24-year-old is
rented again because Powell's so quick between the wickets. To be as quick as there are for
Nepal this year. They haven't gotten those.
It was the game that's always so close, heartbreaking. The way 5 remain, 1-1-5 for 4.
Ashka wicketless in his third over.
One of Harmeet Singh. You probably were watching. They have uncovered an absolute diamond.
Game. It's all about your ability to adapt. He's pulled the length, slowed it down.
Bit of a sloppy piece of work there. Yeah, he just looks like a pretty decent day against him. He's picked up the 2 wickets. Down the left, will cut it off and
from Deepinder Singh Airi. It's a similar. Harmeet Singh was much quicker through the air.
You'd say that in the 16th, but will it be enough?
If you get to 160, you give yourself a chance.
Right from the off. The first ever edition of this.
I would hope so. I mean, there's a big Nepali
gap in the circle. And the crits, row it, as they do, just bring such energy, such power.
This one seam up. The problem with way too wide, it just allows.
Well, I think the stare from Andrew's house side boundary. The quality of innovation from Andrew's house as the look.
Andrew's house looks to first slip as this one goes. Brilliant. Again, third man's inside the ring, and Andrew's house is not having a fun time.
Every piece of his emotions as Ed, make it a trio house. He's got his hands on his hips.
The perfect position, Ali Khan. They moved him in that direction, and it's just into the air, and he tried to do his best.
Music ringing out. We might have to go in and get a few nip. Coming. He moves so well in the field, doesn't he? Like our 14 runs from that over. 135. Middling total. They're not ahead of the game. Ali Khan. Jesse Singh, who does well with the dive, won't be at the pace on the ball. Very, very clever
result for USA. He's looking to play that in that area. So the USA have
brilliant. He does love occasions like whip right between the two of them. And
whether that's going to come off Jesse Singh, if that's the ball.
And it's another misfield. 1,500 or so now in the gates here in
backward point region. It's not that, but how quick the hands were.
It is so quick they'll think of a second. They're going to get second-ranked T20 oil round. It's a big over. Ali priced. We're expecting close to full houses.
Be very good in this. Sid Milan Kumar. That's the record.